Have you ever looked at someone, an entrepreneur, an artist, a creator, and just wondered, how in the world do they do it? How do they produce so much? Well, today, we're pulling back the curtain on the single biggest secret behind the world's most productive people. It's a concept called leverage. And trust me, understanding it will completely change how you think about work forever.
I mean, just stop and think about that number. 1,000 times more. Are these people superhuman? Do they have some kind of secret time machine? Nope. The truth is, they're not just playing the game better, they're playing a completely different game. They've stopped that one-to-one trade of their time for results and started building systems that amplify their every single effort.
And this right here, this is the core idea. The path to massive output, it's not about more hustle. It's not about more coffee or less sleep. It's about changing the fundamental math of your work. It's the difference between adding and multiplying. It's like trying to build a sandcastle one bucket at a time versus bringing in a bulldozer to move a mountain of sand in one go.
So what even is leverage? Well, it's the magic that completely snaps the link between an hour of your effort and an hour of results. See, without it, your output is always capped by the clock. But with it, 1 hour of focused work, say writing a single blog post, can reach and impact 1,000 or heck, even 1,000,000 people. It's like having a superpower that just bends time and scale to your will.
To really wrap our heads around this, we're going to explore this really powerful framework called the leverage pyramid. It's got 3 tiers, and each one builds on the last, getting exponentially more powerful. We're going to start at the base with labor, climb our way up to capital, and then reach the very top with code and media. Ready? Let's start the climb. So our journey starts right here, at the base of the pyramid, with the most fundamental form of leverage. It's the one that's built empires and businesses for centuries: human leverage.
To put it simply, this is just getting other people to help you. Imagine you're building a house. All by yourself, it's a monumental, back-breaking task that could take you years. But bring in a team, builders, electricians, plumbers, and suddenly you have this whole symphony of construction. You're using their skills and their hard work to get the job done way faster and better than you ever could alone.
But this foundation has its cracks. Getting people on board, that takes leadership. And keeping everyone aligned and productive, sometimes that can feel like herding cats. The coordination costs are very, very real. And the more people you manage, the more complex it all gets. Plus, you're responsible for them, 24/7. It's a powerful tool, for sure, but it is heavy and it is demanding.
So human effort has its limits. But what if you could arm that effort with better tools? Well, that brings us to our next level on the pyramid, capital leverage. This is where you start to command resources, not just people.
Capital is basically your army of tools. And it's not just money in the bank. It's the high-end camera and editing software that lets a YouTuber create cinematic videos. Or it's the ad budget that lets a small business reach millions of people. Instead of hiring 10 people to manually enter data, you use capital to buy software that does it instantly. It's a true force multiplier for human effort.
And this is where it becomes a real superpower. Capital is just so much easier to manage and scale than people are. I mean, think about it. Managing a $10,000 investment is infinitely simpler than managing a 10-person team. Capital is your silent partner, working for you behind the scenes, scaling your efforts with incredible efficiency. And now, we reach the summit, the absolute pinnacle of leverage, where the truly mind-boggling output happens. This is the S tier. It's a term from gaming for the most elite, most powerful characters. In the world of leverage, this is where you become pretty much unstoppable. So what's sitting at this peak? Well, it's the 2 titans of the modern world, code and media. We're talking software, apps, algorithms. We're talking videos, podcasts, newsletters, books. And here's the most crucial part. You create them once, and they become your digital employees, working for you tirelessly, day and night, even while you sleep.
And this is where the game completely changes. To hire someone or raise money, you need permission from somebody. But to write a piece of code, start a Substack, or record a video, you don't need to ask anyone. You are the master of your own destiny. There's no team to manage, no ongoing meetings. You just create, and the world can access it. It's permissionless.
So what's the secret sauce that fuels this infinite scale? It's this concept of near zero marginal cost of replication. What does it actually cost for a second person or a millionth person to use your app or watch your video? Essentially, nothing. Zero. You do the hard work once, and the universe can make infinite copies for free. That's a power that leaders of old could only dream of.
Just pause on that idea for a moment.
This is the holy grail of leverage, building these engines of value, whether it's software or content or a digital product, that just run on their own, serving people and creating impact completely on autopilot.
Okay, so we've climbed the mountain, we've seen the view from the top. Now for the most important question of all. How do you bring this incredible power down into your own life and your own work?
Let's just break it down simply one more time. Labor is your crew, but it requires management. Capital is your gear, but it requires investment to acquire. And code and media, that's your broadcast to the world, but it requires specific creative or technical skills. The true masters of leverage don't just pick one. They build a powerful pyramid that strategically combines all three.
So, what's the bottom line here? Look, we all get 24 hours in a day. That is our fixed, non-negotiable input. Leverage is the variable. Think of your time like a single drop of water. Without leverage, it's just a drop. But with the right leverage, you can turn that single drop into a tidal wave of impact.
So I'll leave you with this. Look at your own goals, your own projects. Are you still just relying on your own two hands, or are you ready to start building your pyramid? The power to multiply your output is right there waiting for you. The only question is, what will you build? Thanks for joining me on this journey. Now go out there and create something